Small towns are considered the backbone of America, and Main Street, USA is considered the backbone of small towns. You know, at the time, small towns used to be kind of like a cell phone, because you would come into town, you get your mail, you do business, you catch up on the latest gossip, and you socialized. You know, the local cafe was Facebook, the general store was Amazon.com, and you know, the flea markets were eBay. You know, but one big difference. In the small town, you had the face-to-face interaction. You had the connectivity of talking to and learning about people's lives that enriched everybody. You know, retailers are picking up on this. You know, they're trying to make the new shopping centers look like Main Street, USA. You know, they have the articulated facades, and they put awnings out, and they put street lamps and park benches. But what it ends up looking like is a stage set. It doesn't have the patina that only comes over time, and the magic dust of history hasn't settled on it yet. But even though we love our small towns, they're quickly disappearing. They're becoming ghost towns, and the buildings are crumbling down around us. Why is that? Well, I believe that we have become so mediated that we think that everything new is also improved. You know, we flock to the newest mall. We go to the latest restaurant or stand in line to buy the hottest new cell phone, whether it's an improvement or not. I call this phenomenon cult nouveau. And that is the desire to go to whatever's new, whatever's fashionable. Well, our small towns are considered a beloved relic of a bygone era. You know, we don't think they can compete in the new global economy. We think they've been passed by. But I disagree. I think by combining technology and small town community, we can revitalize small towns. And what do I mean by that? Okay. What if we took the technology that was found in a cell phone and embedded it into the community? You stop by your local coffee shop, pick up a mug of your favorite coffee, talk with your friends. You post your yard sale listing on the Pinterest site, mounted on the wall. You scroll through the latest headlines on the tablet that's embedded in the table of the coffee shop. Maybe you go to your local, oh, there's my cell phone. We do all sorts of things with our cell phones now. Maybe you go to your local wine and antique shop and you pick up a vintage that you particularly like, but you need a little more information. So you take the bottle and you scan it over on a tablet, and it brings up the website of that vineyard, so you know where it's coming from, what kind of grapes, what the weather was like at that particular vintage. And right there, you can swipe your credit card, order it, and have a case shipped to your house. You ladies love to shop. Well, how about this? This is a Style Me mirror. It's a virtual changing room. You can walk up to this mirror and try on as many dresses as you like, virtually. You stand in the mirror, pick the style, pick the color, and you can move around. It shows you what it would look like as you move. And you can go through and pick things you like. The local boutique can hold a lot of inventory if they do not have to stock the same item over and over again. By using eBay and Amazon.com and Etsy as their back house, now they only have to stock one size of a particular color, or all the sizes of a particular color for a particular style. So if you like something, you can go try it on. You can feel the weight of the fabric, see if you like it. If you want to take it with you that day, that's fine. The inventory is replenished the next day. Or if you want to have it ordered, it'll be shipped to your house. Some other technologies that can only be experienced in a particular place. The new 3D technology that's out there, you could take your grandmother's silverware down to a 3D printing shop, and they could scan it, replicate it, and you could have a perfect set of 10 servings for your dinnerware. So how do we get this new technology out there? You know, how do we get our internet community, how do we experience this new community? Well, I wanted to talk to you about what's being done right now in the online shopping community. There's a current trend. Online retailers are starting brick and mortar stores because of what they're finding out. It's not just the price and the product, it's the experience. eBay has online shopping in storefronts of windows of boarded up buildings. They have large screen televisions where you can go and order things on the storefront. Etsy, which is an online arts and crafts retailer, are now starting stores in retail stores in Nordstrom's. And Amazon.com's CEO just last year said he would love to have brick and mortar stores if Amazon just come up with a truly differentiated idea. Well, here's my idea. Let's incentivize, give the tools and the technology to our hardworking, owner-operated stores. Let Amazon.com work with our local retailers and provide them with the tools they need to compete in the global economy. You know how our computers have a sticker on the side of them that says, you know, what kind of processors inside of it? Maybe our local stores will have a sticker in the storefront that says Amazon inside. So this new thing that we've created, created an internet embedded community. So how do we get people to come to this new thing? Well, as any good son of the information age, I Googled Lewisburg before I came here to learn what was going on here. This is a typical listing. I learned that you can pay your water bill online. I learned that there's some wonderful little stores and restaurants in the town, and it's one of the coolest small towns in America. I learned that there are 3,830 people that live in Lewisburg. And I also learned that there's only 8 things to do in Lewisburg, West Virginia. I mean, it's got to be true. It's on the internet. But we have a whole generation that doesn't know what it's like to live in community. They're walking around so mediated that they can't look up from their phone as they're walking down the street. All the technology I just talked about can be experienced without even having one of these. By embedding the technology in the town, we now take away our convenient excuse for not interacting with one another. So I created a website to give the concept of what it's like to be in a small town. I call it smallmart.com. It invites you to stroll down the street. Maybe you'll bump into a few people. Maybe you'll start interacting with that town. And if they get a small taste of what it's like to live in a community on the internet, they may want to come here and visit and shop in your shops and experience your new technology. We've created a whole new thing here. We've created an internet enabled community, a truly connected community with all the benefits of a small town and with all the benefits of the new technology. And this will become the cult nouveau place to be. Thank you very much.